Hi, my name is Val Constien, and I will be performing the VO2 Max test on Lewis today. I train here in Boulder, Colorado, and I work full-time here at Stryd. The interesting thing about your VO2 Max is in a lot of ways, it's hereditary. So there's not really much you can do to change it. There are some things where, your VO2 Max is very strength to weight dependent. If you do the test and maybe you're in the off season and you're 5 to 10 pounds heavier, your VO2 Max value will come out a little lower. And then once you're in racing shape, or if you do a calculation, you say, okay, well, right now I'm 5 to 10 pounds heavy because that's healthy to do in the off season. But when I'm in race shape, I'll weigh this amount. Then you can do a calculation to adjust your VO2 Max for any weight that you might be keeping for training purposes. Apparently, you can do some stuff to try to improve your VO2 Max, but that only may get you like 1 or 2 units here and there. So much of it is hereditary. It's good data to have, but you shouldn't get wrapped up in it. And there's lots of other things, like if you can increase your metabolic efficiency across different speeds and slopes, that helps a lot more than getting wrapped up in some arbitrary number.
Gotcha. So you did something like living here at altitude. It's not so much about improving your VO2 max, it's about like red blood cell production.
Yeah, definitely. And we actually will have to do a calculation to account for the altitude after this, but we can give him a pretty good idea of what it is today. And usually the altitude is maybe like 3 to 5 units that we can like give him back for a sea level calculation. We have a really robust protocol where essentially it's power-based, obviously, because we're a power-based company. But essentially what we're trying to do is we're trying to increase the intensity of the run in such a way that we can see exactly the moment when the runner switches from their aerobic capacity to then their anaerobic capacity. And there's a couple different markers that we're looking for, but you can't just, at least to find out what the actual capacity is, you have to get there really slowly, and you have to like get to that point and let the person exceed it. We have 4 protocols technically. We have an aggressive set and we have a less aggressive set. But because Lewis is so fit, we're thinking that the aggressive options are probably going to be better. So the 2 options that we have are increasing speed and increasing slope, and then separately we just have a set slope and then increasing speeds. And you can see here are the aggressive sets that we're going to choose from. So these are slopes and speeds, and then just a constant slope and then increasing speeds. Definitely the increasing slope and increasing speed at the same time is the better way to go, because I think that that can really help you get to your VO2 max faster. Especially for Louise, he's such a grinder. Like if we just set the incline, I think he's just gonna totally blow up that test because he's gonna get used to it mentally. So we want to switch things up and get him there as fast as possible. All right, now this is the worst part. Nose plug. And then I'm gonna make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, I know that might be a little uncomfortable. Does it feel like, can you jump and see if it's gonna pop off? It's fine? Okay, great. So, for the test, you won't be able to talk to me. So, I'm going to tell you when we're going to go up to the next stage, and Kaylee is going to change the treadmill to make you go to the next stage. If at any moment you need to stop, you can just hop to the sides, and then you can press stop, and it'll stop. Or if you go like this to Kaylee, thumbs down, we'll stop the treadmill, we'll end the test for you. I don't think you're gonna do anything today that you can't physically handle, but we just need to be sure. All right, now I'm going to attach the tube and get some stuff set up. Alrighty. Each stage is going to be 1 minute and 30 seconds long. So you'll be able to see that hopefully once we get going, but I'm gonna get the test started. Okay. Oh, how old are you? Are you 33? Okay, great. And then height, what are you? 5'6", 5'4". Okay, weight 1. We're gonna just round up to 118. Okay, great. All right. Yeah, we'll just jog here for a couple minutes and then we'll jump right in. So we'll probably start when my timer says 3 minutes. I want you to go to stage 1. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. Okay, you almost ready, Luis? We're gonna get started. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Thank you, Kaylee. Okay. All right. Good job. So basically I'm checking RER here. And so RER is right here. And that is the ratio of oxygen to CO2. And that's an indicator of when he reaches his VO2 max. All right, Luis, 30 seconds in this stage. All right, 30 seconds, Kaylee. I'll give you a heads up when it's time to go. All right, 15 seconds. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change it up. Good job. Okay, good job. All right, Kaylee, 30 seconds. Okay, 15 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and change that. Okay, good job, Luis. Good job, good job. Keep it up. You look really good. So good. So strong. Good job, Luis. Okay, you look good. You look good. You got a minute left here. You got a minute left. Good job, good job, good job. All right, Kaylee, we have pretty much like 30 seconds left in this one, okay?
Good job, Louise.
Good job, Louise. You look really good. You look really, really good. All right, 15 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and change that up, Kaylee. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, good job, Louise. Come on, come on, come on. Hang in there, hang in there. You look really good. Good job, Louise. Good job, good job, good job. Go, 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 go. You look great. You look really, really strong. Keep it up, keep it up. Yeah, you look really, really good. Good job, good job. This is really good. You look awesome. Hang in there, hang in there. Good job. Come on, come on, come on. You look really good. Come on, come on, come on. You gotta hang in there. You gotta hang in there. We almost have the numbers. Let's go, go, go. Good job, good job, good job. Hang in there. You look great. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Good job. We're so close. We're so close. Come on, come on. You gotta keep going. We almost have it. Good job, good job, good job. You gotta keep it up. Good job, good job, good job. Hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. You look really, really good. Good job, good job, good job. All right, Kaylee, we might have to go up another stage, so get ready. Good job, Louise. Come on, come on, come on. You gotta keep going, you gotta keep going. Good job, good job, good job. We're almost there, we're almost there. All right, Kaylee, we're gonna change it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, Louise. Come on, come on, come on. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You've almost got it. You're done? Okay, he's done. No, this is perfect. I think we almost got it. Good job. That's really good.
That was so good.
Nice. Okay.
It's really hard with the mask on.
That's awesome. Good job. Do you want to take it off? Okay. That was really, really good. That was really good.
It was too quick. You didn't give me any time to.
It's not an easy test. You can't settle in.
It's really, really hard. Yeah.
It's like you say 5 by 400, but it was more like 3 by 400.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Really fast.
I didn't have time for anything.
That was so good. Good job. Okay.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Very good job. So you ended around here. And this is much longer than we anticipated, so you are incredibly fit. I'm glad we went with the most challenging protocol,
Yeah,
or else
challenging.
you might not have been able to reach it.
Now you tell.
Yeah. He's just like, you have to climb. And climb is like, I can go fast, but if you're asking me to climb.
No, you did a very, very good job. So I'm going to check out what you did. So this is probably the coolest part if you want to come look. So here's your test. And here's your stride data as well. We'll have to correct the weight for that, but it's kind of difficult to see, but here you are, 33. So a lot of these numbers don't really mean anything, but the thing that we really want to keep an eye out for, well, here's what I was looking for. So this is RER. So this is your respiration ratio, and so it's basically your O2 over your CO2. And you can see that, you know, because it's not more than 1, that means you're using mainly oxygen. So as you go through, you notice that, oh, the values kind of are weird at first, and then they slowly start to increase, because that means you're using up all the oxygen you have. Oh my gosh, you did get there. Oh, this is so good. So this 1.1, that means that we've reached your VO2 max. Okay. As soon as we get there. Usually once we get to 1, that's when your oxygen intake is equal to your CO2, and so that means you're starting to get anaerobic.
Yeah.
And so we push you more just to be sure.
Yeah.
But, ooh, this is very good. Look at your VO2 max.
What is that number?
That is 80.
80? Oh wow, that's pretty good. That's what I was hoping, and I thought it could be.
That is very good.
Yeah, that's good.
Most men, elite men, are nothing close to that. So you have a very high VO2 max.
Cool, thank you. You made me work for it.
I had to push you because look, you were stabilizing here. Do you see that?
Oh, I see.
So you were, and I really wanted it to come out well. Let's see if we can find.
Yeah, so taking me on that last level,
I had to
going
push you.
is where I was like, okay, that's it.
Yeah, so here you can see, so these values here on the side is your VO2 max, and so you see here, they started to dip a little bit, but that's kind of what I needed to see. I needed to see these numbers drop a little bit, and so you hit it right here at, how many minutes was this? 8 minutes and 45 seconds. So you were in stage 4, and I wanted you to finish stage 4 to be sure, but you hit it right there. Because see, look, 80. But here, look, you were kind of crushing 79 for a really long time. You were pretty much at your VO2 max for a full minute and 45 seconds almost.
Cool. So I didn't quit too early.
You did a really good
I
job.
quit when I was supposed to quit.
You quit when you were supposed to quit. That was really good.
It's always hard.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to quit, you know? I just want to like pretend I'm like doing it, but
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm done.
No, that was really good because you were there, and I maybe could have pulled the plug sooner, but I wanted to see.
Yeah, no, you did.
I wanted to make sure that we got it, but we got it. So that was really good. Oh my gosh. No, I didn't want to see you suffer. I wanted to make sure we got it because so often people come in here and maybe the data isn't good or maybe they don't understand, and it's sometimes hard for us to get the value, but we got a true VO2 max value out of you today.
Cool.
80.1.
So last time I got it done was like, what, 3-4 years ago, and we were at 79. So,
More fit.
yeah. Got older, got fitter, I don't know.
And I think that sometimes your VO2 max when you get older can increase, especially with lots of aerobic training.
Yeah, like
but
marathon training.
Yeah, but this is also at altitude. So when we convert this to a sea level, it's going to be higher. I don't know by how much.
Yeah,
but it will be higher.
cool.
So you could see this maybe like 83.
That's
pretty good.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's really good. So
Cool.
very exciting.
And it was only like less than 10 minutes of suffering, so I'll take it. Actually, it was like 2 minutes.
You suffered here. You started here.
Yeah.
At like 7 minutes and 30 seconds, I could tell. And then stage 4 was obviously very difficult.
Yeah.
And then stage 5 was the most difficult,
Yeah.
probably. But
Well, which one was the one that you almost started, but I was like, yeah, no. Was that 5? Stage 5? Maybe.
we did stage 5 for maybe
Couple seconds?
10 seconds,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah.
That's
I was
okay.
like, I'm good. I'm done.
I could tell you. I was like, all right, we're good.
Why doesn't give anything more, especially going up? It's like,
Yeah,
that's it.
well, because it was steep. You were going 5% grade and sprinting, because this is sub 4 minute or sub 5 minute mile pace.
Yeah,
So you're running like 4:40 pace going straight uphill. That's pretty
Kinda sucks,
difficult.
but-
Yeah,
It was
that's
good.
awesome.
Cool. Thank you so much for. Thank you so much.
Of course. Yeah, because this is super interesting for people to be able to see
Yeah.
what you're doing. It's really cool.
Especially with you leading it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, thanks.
It's even cool.
Yeah.
And also, I feel very bad that I took your morning of training.
No.
It's
I
what, 8:30? You can go train.
yeah, I can go train now.
Hurts, but only like 3 minutes because they go up. So it's like my body just can't go any faster. So there's a point where it's like, okay, I'm done. Not because I'm going too fast, but like I'm going fast and going up. So like literally your body can't move any faster. And physically inside, I was like, okay, I'm sure this is my VO2 because like I'm all out and like my body's not giving anymore. When it's flat, it's like a different type of hurt because you're actually going fast. And here it's like you can't go that fast because you're climbing. So in a way, it's better because it's shorter. It was only like 3 minutes of hurting. If I put it in a workout, it's like doing 3x400 all out. So like you just can't go any faster. That's it. So it was good. It hurt, but it was good. Only 3 minutes of hurt. I can take that, you know.
So Lewis's VO2 max test went better than I could have hoped. Luckily, we had a really great prediction of what his fitness was. All the data that he gave us was super accurate, and so that was really appreciated. And he did a great job. He's super tough. He pushed through. We got his VO2 max probably around like 8 minutes into the test, 8 minutes and 30 seconds into the test, but I wanted to make sure that we had it, and so we pushed him a little more, and he really did go as deep as he could to get the values today. And it's going to be really exciting to see what he does today. I mean, if his VO2 max is 80 to 85, that is the real deal. And so he's got the engine. Now all he needs to do is be in the right headspace, and I'm sure that he'll be able to put together an incredible performance this year.
We hit 80, which was the goal. Actually, I didn't have a goal, but hitting 80 is pretty nice. It was pretty cool. Very thankful for the Stryd people for letting us here today. They had to go on a run, and I am holding them back, so I appreciate that. But this is a really cool place, and the data that we're getting is going to help us with our training. I'm definitely giving all this information to my coach. And even mentally, it's good to know that I'm fit and that I can perform better in the marathon or in any other race. It's just a matter of getting there healthy and getting it done. So it was a good morning. I'm happy that I got it done, and I'm happy with the results, and I'm very thankful for everyone here. So it's cool.
On the comments, they were like, how did this compare with the results that your watch showed? And I don't even think like most watches, they don't show like VO2 or anything like that, or is it like an estimate?
It's an estimate, and it does show you. So I'm actually wearing a Garmin right now, but let me see if I can pull that data up. There definitely is a VO2 estimate. Oh, Jesus. For me, it kind of is. Yeah, so for me, it says like between 60 and 65 and 60 and 70. So the range is pretty big, but most watches do give you an estimate. And I don't know how they do that, but obviously this is better. Because this is actually measuring your respiration, where your watch cannot measure your respiration. So how could it possibly know? And the fact that I can get a range of 10 units for my VO2 max on my watch just proves like that's really bad.
It's a big range.
Yeah, especially if altitude only gives you like 3 to 5 units. Why is the watch giving me a range of 10 units? So heart rate data is not necessarily the best to train at, because an external factor can make your heart rate spike. Like if you see a scary hill and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta run up that, and then your heart rate spikes even though you're running downhill. Or, you know, if you had a little bit too much coffee that day, your heart rate could be, 3 beats per minute faster than usual. Or if it's really cold, your heart rate could be slower than usual, even though your perceived effort might be higher. So heart rate's not necessarily the best way to train, but the data can be interesting.
What are like averages for like sedentary people versus like amateur athletes versus pros? Like what are some of those ranges?
Yeah, great question. From what I've seen in the lab, people who are somewhat active, who maybe run, occasionally, it could be like a 40 or a 50. But like I also said, a lot of these numbers are weight dependent. So, regular people who don't train a lot might be carrying around healthy 20 extra pounds, right? But that could translate to, 15 to 20 points on a scale. And so, if you pull someone off the couch and their VO2 max is a 30, but they're carrying around 30 extra pounds, you'd have to make those adjustments to actually figure out what it is. But people who gravitate towards endurance sports probably have an inclination towards a higher VO2 max. I think that anyone who probably trains somewhat seriously would have at least a VO2 max around 50 or better. So, and men are different than women too. A lot of that is, muscle mass and weight, body mass. But yeah, the numbers can vary a lot. Your body has to have fat around internal organs and around some of your muscle tissue in order to function at a high level. Because if you lose a certain amount of fat, you go into a starvation mode, and then your performance will actually tank because your metabolism will tank. So there's definitely a fine line, and working with a nutritionist is probably the best way to determine, like, all right, what can I do? I work with a nutritionist, and we say like, all right, when you're not racing, it's healthier for you to train maybe 5 to 10 pounds heavier so you don't get injured, so you feel good. And then maybe like as intensity slowly creeps up, I'll lose a lot of weight naturally, and then when it's racing season, I'll be, closer to that, racing weight. But at the end of the day, like, if you don't feel good, you're not going to perform well.
Absolutely.
And so it's all about just managing your energy levels and feeling good. But yes, there definitely is an ideal range.
Are there any sort of like takeaways that like an athlete can use from the VO2 Max results, like things that can change or adjust?
Yeah, definitely. At least if you come in here and you do your VO2 Max here with us at Stryd, we can use a special Stryd pod to collect some raw data, and then we can actually give you really great running power targets. And so then you can know, like, okay, these are my running power targets where I'm, getting up towards my VO2 max. And we can show you what your running power targets would have been for each segment. And then we can also show you your metabolic output of that segment. So when you need to train on the track or the road or whatever, like, okay, this is what I did in the VO2 Max protocol to get this certain like metabolic stimulus. And that's a really easy way where athletes can take the data here and apply it in the real world, which is really cool. It's just good to maybe know what your VO2 max is. Like I was saying before, if you're like me and you naturally don't have a very high VO2 max, then strength training and running efficiency and mechanics are going to be a lot more important than just pure aerobic work, because there's less you can do if you have a low VO2 max to increase it. But if Lewis has a really high VO2 max, then we'll know, all right, we can really push him in these aerobic workouts because that's his strength. And then, maybe we should shy away from races like the 1500 or the 3K and maybe focus more on some longer stuff. But obviously that's not always the case, because I'm pretty sure like Ingebrigtsen has a crazy high VO2 max and he runs the 1500 all the way up to the 5K, so to each their own.
Yeah, there's always those anomalies.
Yeah, exactly. Or Kipchoge, who could probably, if he switched gears, could probably run a pretty fast 5K if he wanted to.
That would be interesting. You should do that sometime.
Like, all right, Kipchoge, time to try the track now.
That would be hilarious.
3, 2, 1. Come on,